Okay, I'm here at the property at 1517 Normandy Terrace, and today is April the 30th. It's 2020, and I'm here with Monique and Jeff, and we're doing the move-in video of the house. I don't know that they have a lock to this garage. So I was going to suggest maybe if you change it, you could probably turn in the receipt. Do you know how to do these kind?
I can probably figure it out. I'm sure that when you buy the...
You're going to want to lock it, aren't you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But I can always, for the meantime, because we did it at my mom's house.
Let's put something in there.
Chain it on the inside.
Okay.
So that way I can at least put some stuff in it.
Yeah.
And then it'll just be locked from the inside.
Okay, could you help me pull it down? Come on the outside here, and then, yeah. Can you come over here on this side and do it from this side? I just want to make sure I document if there's any dents in the door. See how it's bent? See that? Yeah, it's bent. A lot of garage doors, they start getting tweaked when they're not real high quality to begin with, you know what I mean? Aluminum. So.
And then I know when we called about moving our, over there, I don't think I said either, our cable, our internet, because it's through Spectrum, so that's cable, like the cable.
Yeah,
I don't know where
if you need to do like, the contractors that they send to install, it is considered normal wear and tear. So yeah, you can put it on.
Where it comes in from the...
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the house would have had cable before.
Yeah, looks like they had the dish, but I know that the service, it's usually wherever like the telephone box is at and the meter.
Yeah, maybe we'll see it when we get around the other side.
Yeah.
Now this is covered up with a blind, but it looks like it's missing some parts to it.
Towards the end.
Yeah, but I guess when you were on the front porch, maybe because in the afternoon the sun is beating on the front of the house.
Probably.
So they probably put that up to make it shady out here. Yeah. Hi, Brian. Okay, no worries. I know it's, I know you're working on it. Oh gosh. So, yeah. Oh, gee. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, that's okay. Let's go with that one. These. Yeah, well, these tenants have been really good long-term tenants, and these owners are good. So, I mean, we're really only talking, $50 more than they probably were expecting to pay anyways. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Yes. Oh, hang on a second. I'm sorry. Can you hang on a second? Hey, sorry, I lost the call there. No, I had another call coming in and I was dropping, anyways, I bumped it and then it answered the other call and put you on hold and I couldn't switch back over. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that sounds good. Yes, perfect, thank you. Bye-bye. Hi, Ruben, sorry about that. I'm doing a video of a house right now and I was, ended up dropping my phone kind of a thing. And anyways, yeah. Okay, sounds good. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. I would say be careful, like what you put down the sink. I know there's a garbage disposal, but I'm looking at the piping that they put in, and it's not like a smooth, it's like the...
Oh, yeah.
And that's gonna be probably like getting clogged easier than like a smooth pipe.
Mm-hmm.
But I know I live in an old house, and this is an old house, so it's got old plumbing. And I'm just like careful with what I put down the sink, you know.
Put a little screen, and we try not to.
Yeah.
I'm usually.
Yeah, even though it has a garbage disposal. Some people get crazy with the garbage disposals. They think because they have a garbage disposal, they could just start putting.
He's like, yeah, don't put anything
like
down
a
the
good-
sink.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
So.
But she's used to it.
Well, I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm sure. I mean, I know that it's been a long journey getting this house remodeled, but I think they did a pretty
Yeah, it looks nice.
pretty decent job. But this is an original stove.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how good. We just had it cleaned, so it's not a high-end stove. Okay, there you go. But it does work. It has been cleaned.
But living in apartments, it's you know, it's pretty much different than work, so. What we're used to.
Well, I always tell everybody, your next house you buy.
Yeah.
Well, and then the
So
one house we did rent, remember the stove, the oven thing was broken, you couldn't even get a guess on what temperature if you were baking,
Yeah.
you tried to bake, and it wouldn't turn off, remember I had to disconnect the wires, but then the stove didn't turn off, the oven didn't turn off.
This is kind of messy. They should have probably, because the microwave's going to be a self-venting, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they should have like capped that off or something, but I mean, it's not probably hurting anything because it's probably got a cap on the top of it. So it's not like rain's gonna come in or anything, but it just kind of looks ugly.
And now that would be something in the future that she would.
Yeah, probably, maybe she'll get a handyman or something. I think right now she's a little kind of stressed because she's been writing checks and had no income coming in for quite a while. And we all know how that is, you know?
Yeah.
And, but that's why I always tell people buy a house, because you see a house like this and it's got a lot of potential. And it's like, but you don't want to be like making improvements on houses that aren't your house, you know what I mean? Within reason, obviously you're going to live here, but
Yeah.
this room is pretty cool though. I know we need the wall AC fixed.
And then I would assume, I know they blocked off that area because they had maybe dog in one.
Yes.
But I could theoretically remove that board and come in here and clean this side.
Yes. As a matter of fact, I noticed that from the front. These trees are like hitting on the house, which down the road could end up being a problem, you know?
Yeah, they're trees, but they're not really trees. They're weeds.
Yeah.
Weeds.
Yeah, do you like to work in the yard?
He does. He likes to do all that stuff.
Okay, that's good. See, I knew you were going to be the perfect person for this house. I think it's good for the kids too, get them outside.
Oh, yeah. You know, in the apartments, they can't go out by their bikes. They can't do nothing.
Apartments had a lot of rules.
Yeah, they'll be able to get out here and...
Yes, I know. We're like, we can actually barbecue now.
Yeah, see, there was a patio up at one time, but obviously it probably got too rotted and they probably had to take it down. Maybe it was a hazard. Yeah, but Ryan had huskies. He had 3 huskies, and they were real nice dogs. As a matter of fact, it was really sad because he had to give them up for adoption. Yeah. But huskies are known for being escape artists. They would get out of the yard. So he had this yard pretty much husky proof.
Which in turn becomes very kid proof too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's also nice because you can get into the back from the alley.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh, lemons.
Yes.
Yeah, and this tree's loaded too.
Now, you know, did you plan on keeping this, or this just grew from out of control from the tree that was already there?
It probably grew from out of control from the tree that was already there.
It was stumped at one time,
Yeah,
and then came back.
yeah. So are you thinking about firewood?
Well, I don't know if that would be to make firewood, but at least I'll make
Trim it up, yeah. I guess they did that from the wall air conditioner,
Yeah.
trying to seal it off.
And then try to make it as dog proof as it could over here.
Yeah. This would be a nice
And like
place
the
to have a
same-
gate, you know?
And the same thing with the other side. I know that this, I don't think was ever supposed to be there.
Right.
So if she doesn't mind, I'll slowly
No, she doesn't
take them
mind.
out.
She doesn't mind. This yard hasn't had any attention, you know, for years. So if you want to get some exercise and come out here and chop this up and whatever, then
We're not working right now. I'm only allowed to be on campus 4 hours a week.
wow.
So, which is nice because I'm not, putting myself in harm's way. but-
Yeah, and the gyms are closed. Hey.
Yeah, I know. He's like, I can't wait to get in there.
Okay, I'm going to guess that this is supposed to have a cap on it.
It is. But it's the cleaner. think.
Yeah, I think so too. So it should have a cap on
It
it.
looks like the cap just got broke. Maybe the
Yeah, it needs
the
to.
yard work when the guy was mowing, he might have.
It could have been. But you were asking about the phone.
Yeah,
This
so
is.
no, the cable is this one, and I would assume that it was this wire here, and so I'm almost gonna assume that it's those plates that are covered in there. So I was gonna, if you didn't mind, remove one just to see if I.
Oh yeah, of course.
Just because honestly, the only thing we have is internet that can function all off of it.
Everything on internet. Okay, yeah, no problem. And yeah, get that going. And if you can do what you need to do to get your internet going, not a problem. Ooh, this is pretty bad. Maintenance. Oh, little Ryan. He's 11 years old when he did this.
Because they grew up in this
So
house.
this is, yes, what I'm saying, this is where they grew up?
Yeah, Sandy used to live here, I think, when she was married, and then
'Cause I
she
went to
lived.
junior high and high school with Ivy.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you know, but my oldest daughter, Amanda, and Ryan just had a baby 7 months
Oh,
ago.
so that's your daughter.
Yeah, Amanda Schilling. So, yeah, my oldest daughter with the strong personality.
Yeah, so that's Alexis's new little brother.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So
And he
Alexis
is-
Alexis is like a cousin to our kids.
Okay, yeah, she's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
We took her on vacation with us to
Yeah, because
Camplin by the Bay last year. Yeah.
I'm Jimmy's brother.
Okay.
The old Jimmy, we're San so.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you guys are related.
They're related.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, one of the things I'm going to make a recommendation, and you'll thank me for later.
Yes.
Okay. Is I know you know Sandy, and we're all like mutually whatever connected, but make sure you try to work through me,
No
like when there's problems with the house or whatever. Notify me and let me notify her, like rather than making deals with her directly. And that way, if there's like friction, I can put in my
Of course.
finesse and input on things, because what happens to sometimes I see is we have this real laxy-daisy, and then all of a sudden the relationship gets kind of stressed, and it's a lot easier to just keep it on here rather than get down in here.
Yeah.
Be,
Not a problem.
because I'm documenting everything. I know how everything is. I know that there's going to be maintenance issues that are going to come up.
Yes,
And
Yeah, we rented a house before, so we know how it can be sometimes.
and we're doing the video. We got, and I think Sandy's going to be. She's a very nice person. I've had nothing but a nice. Her and I, of course, have gotten to know each other more with with our daughter, my daughter and her son. Yeah.
Shared grandkid.
Yeah.
Right?
And some of it involves drinking.
But you go either way sometimes.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, we get along fine. We have a lot in common.
Any time that I've seen Sandy at family functions for Alexis, it's always been nothing but good
It's always
interaction.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that she's really close to Alexis.
She is,
Yeah.
yes. We used to know that too.
Yeah.
The AC was good.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think on a hot day it's going to get pretty warm in that big room if there's not a wall unit.
We have fans. We'll put them in there for now.
Well, what she got an estimate to do the duct work, like have this unit feed into that, which is going to take away from this side of the house. So I wouldn't do it unless you're gonna increase the capacity of the unit.
Change the unit, yeah.
And then it was $1,800. And I said, Sandy, you could put in a pretty nice wall unit for $1,800 that would probably be more energy efficient, because I think if I lived here and I was hanging out watching TV in the evening in here, I'd probably just keep that one running, you know what I mean? If you got a nice size unit in there. You know what I'm talking about? They have the wall units that you see them now in bars and stuff, and they're like,
they look fun. They don't look like you wouldn't think it's an AC, but it is.
Yeah, and they put out a lot of cool air.
Our IT rooms at the school.
Hey, do you have any hookups so you could get a good price on one? Do you know any people that do them for?
I know I know most of the AC guys there.
Well, I know, like, you know, Gabe Delgadillo and George Moran and Ron Cervantes, they all do side jobs for me, by the way. Okay, so if you want to do side jobs,
Oh, nice.
okay.
I could give you some side work, no problem.
Yeah, because I do like irrigation and sprinkler work and landscaping too. You know.
I would love to have another, because I've had nothing but a great experience with the guys, the district people, because they're working but they don't get paid very well, and so they really appreciate the side jobs, and they have a lot of experience. You know what I mean? Because they're doing it all the time, and they're not flaky, and they're not druggies, because I have to deal with that sometimes. You know, the handymen that I get are like, they look like homeless people, some of them. You know, they show up, the guys that work for the school, they show up, they're clean, they do the work, they're in and out, no games, they clean up after themselves.
Well, especially because that's what they're used to having. At the school sites, we can't leave a mess. So
Yeah.
we have to clean up after it. And then they're doing it for side work, so they want to get in and out and back home.
And the one guy that I haven't used for side jobs, who's really odd, Robert Rubino.
Oh, I know Rubino. Yeah, like
He is a weirdo.
I worked in maintenance from 2000 to 2010, and then I went back to school and I got trained as a surgical tech. Did that for 3 years, and then I was working for a private practice, and the doctor let me go. So then I bounced around a little bit, and I was like, you know, I need something stable. I'm going back. And then I worked nights for about 2 years, and then I landed this head custodian position, and so
Yeah, it's
good
awesome.
for me because I use all my maintenance experience there on
Yeah,
site.
but I know they don't pay you guys really like what you could if you had your own business or whatever. You'd
Working
be
on the
making
outside,
yeah, you'd make a lot more money. But no, I am serious. I would love to
Yeah, well,
give you some
While I was
leads.
there, I worked a lot. I was in grounds, but I worked a lot with the irrigation department. So I learned all about putting in irrigation valves and irrigation controllers, and so I think we pretty much most of that stuff.
Okay, that's awesome.
I did some work for Brian under Matthews, bought the house, and
Oh yeah,
we did all his valve manifold on the side of the house. So.
yeah. There's a little hole on the screen there. I don't know if you saw it.
Oh, okay.
Put it down, yes. Where are you folks at?
I'm glad that they took the carpet out of this house. Whew.
Where'd they go, Chase?
It was really nasty in that family room and that carpet with the dogs in here.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how do you like this nice patching?
Here?
Somebody used their fingers
Uh-huh. And just kind of rubbed it in.
and then painted over it.
Protect the first tranche.
And you're gonna put a picture over that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Perfect place for a poster.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, it's okay. So,
I mean, the dogs don't look like they tore up all the doors. You know what I mean? Like, usually, like, I mean, that's probably from the.
well, if you talk to Sandy, the dogs had the run of the house, you know, because Ryan was living here and he was like a bachelor pad. But this has been cut out and put a new piece, so they did kind of do a number, yeah.
And then you figure this one, of the carpet and the door was probably Brian's room, because that's probably where.
Well, I think there was carpet, if I remember, all over, but that room must have been like the best carpet, so she decided to
That's
leave
probably
it.
where Brian McCorkle was, because he lived with him, didn't he?
Uh-huh,
Yeah, that's
exactly.
probably was his room. So.
Is he a clean freak or something? Or? Okay.
And I'm sure maybe the dogs. They weren't Brian's dogs. They were Ryan's dogs, right?
Right, they were Ryan's dogs. They were Ryan's babies. So they were in the house and they had the run of the house. Okay, well, I think we have everything documented. I always tell